Caner Tip Tuesday, and today we have the great cane debate. Heavy or light, which one is right? And I have some goodies to share with you there. But before we do any of that, hey, a warm welcome to all of you, and especially those of you who are here for the first time. There's some free resources you may want to avail yourself of. First of all, if you like the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon. The most important of the free resources is a no-cost cane clarity call. Text the letter CCC to the number on the screen. In less than 24 hours, we will be in a phone call with you, learning how it is that you got here, what attracts you to this, and more importantly, if you don't have a ACSD certified coach in your area, how can you still get cane trained effectively, efficiently, and enjoyably? And then you have two Facebook groups that are open to the public. Just request entry. They'll let you right in. You can read about it in the description. So that debate, caners love canes, and I get it. Just like if you're a gun guy, if you're a firearm enthusiast, you love your guns, and golfers love clubs. Caners love canes. And the debate about, hey, what should I go with? We get asked all the time at the headquarters, should I go with a heavy cane, with a light cane? Let me take you on a trip down memory lane there a little bit, because I had everything to do with the idea of training with the heavier canes. Loved them. We came out with that strategy, the power shot strategy, so that then when you would pick up your lighter cane, your carry cane, you would fly with it. And this is from my personal collection. They don't make this anymore. This is a triple gripper, but just the stock of wood, we don't have it anymore. This thing is an absolute bazooka. This is about a 2-pound cane. The cane should fit the strategy. So if you look at ACSD, a power shot strategy, right? Very simple, coming forward, aggressive, boom, takes advantage of the reach of the cane and the actual tool. This is an impact tool. We were going to go through whatever you put in front of us, but we were trained to handle that. We would actually, boom, just like a fighter, just like any athlete trains with it. That's how we train with those canes. Then you set it down, and then you pick up whatever your carry cane, which is going to be significantly lighter, and half a pound over. If you take off more than half a pound, that's a huge difference in a cane. This is a spinner, and I'm just using this for to illustrate, because this is a very light cane. Then you're really quick with this. Thing about this, it's designed for handling. I came out with this for ease of use. You can be fast with it depending on who you are. And that's the other thing that you want to take a look at. The strategy. What is your strategy with the cane? If it's going forward power shot temp, then yeah, you want something that's going to be sturdier. The other thing that you want to take a note of is take inventory of who you are. What are your injuries? Do you have arthritis? Do you have carpal tunnel? Do you have a weak tensile strength? All those things are going to come into play. And there's a trend today in going towards the lighter cane. Why? The majority of that comes from caners who trained heavy, and today they're all banged up. Overuse injuries. Okay, it's not my case. I've always told you, it's not about training harder. It's about training smarter. And many of my friends got into the caners and students, and I told them they would overtrain with the cane the whole time. And so after years of training with something heavier, the trend is to go lighter, and that's fine too. Oh, because with the lighter cane, you're faster. Well, I want to tell you that there's no such thing as fast canes. There's fast caners. There's no, this powerful, I don't care if you're handling, this is aircraft grade aluminum, this is a Raven. And we consider, heavy is also relative. ACSD considers heavy canes when they're 1.5 and above. A Raven is about a 1.3, so it still allows you to be the quickest draw. But that's going to depend again on who you are and who you are with that cane. Because the real equalizer is not the cane. It's your training. Training is the real equalizer. That is what defines who you are. So all this is a lot of fun. The idea was, can we get a lighter cane, that can still withstand the rigors? And yeah, that's what the ACSD came out with, a hybrid. And a hybrid has all the features you might want in a self-defense cane in case somebody puts their hands on you, quick release response, all that. You can really fly with this. and surprisingly, it can withstand punishment. These are really nice. I don't think you want to bang them up, but it makes for an idea. It's a great carry cane. Now I'm going to take you to the other end of the spectrum there. What about something like sobrevivencia with Maestro-Reese? Those of you that love sobrevivencia. Maestro-Reese didn't have access to any of these materials on the island of Cuba. And that's why today you'll see him, feel pretty comfortable. This is a folder that you pick up at the drugstore for a couple of bucks. And he's quite effective with this. But his strategy back then, because he didn't have these materials, was not a power shot strategy, right? It's where you're using the tip, you're using body movement, you're not, going straight ahead. So the concern wasn't for the tool. Yes, he likes a sturdy cane, but he tends to like the lighter canes, almost like the lighter, the better type of thing. And he wants them to be sturdy, not necessarily this. He uses this as an example. This also folds, and he's demonstrated how you strangulate with this, believe it or not. I'm not going to get into that now, but very versatile, very creative out of necessity. But it's the proverbial example of how the tool is secondary or even tertiary to the training. Training is what saves lives. Training is what gives you the health benefits. Training is what improves your brain, your coordination, your agility, all that. Without the training, what do you have? The cane never made the caner. The caner makes the canes. But yes, there is sense. Look at the strategy that you're using. Take inventory. If you call the headquarters and you say, which way should I go with a cane? We're going to ask some questions. I just shared them here with you, right? Speaking of training, it's your last opportunity to get cane trained in 2023. We have the last Cane at Home 6-week challenge. It starts on Monday of next week. It's the last one of 2023. Before you do any of that, text the letter CCC to 305-745-7839. Let's have a conversation. Answer all your questions and on that and anything else so that you get it straight from the onset. All right, so that's my take on heavy and light. Get it right for you. Thanks for watching. Now, get